Okay. Do you mind telling us your complete name, please?
My name is Phạm Thị Khánh Hoa. It's quite long and difficult for you.
Okay. Is there any nickname that I can call you?
No, it's just Hoa.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll be calling you Miss Hua.
Yes, thank you.
Miss Hua, let's talk about accommodations now. Okay. Tell me what kind of accommodation you live in.
I am living in a flat which have 3 rooms, 3 bedroom and one kitchen, 1 living room. Yes, and I live in the 8th floor.
Okay.
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
I lived there for half year. I bought it 1 year ago, but I just moved there last year at the end of the year. Yes.
Okay. What do you think makes a good accommodation?
It depends on many aspects. For me, in my opinion, a good accommodation comprises good investor with the one who build the accommodation. The second thing is how big is the accommodation. For me, I need at least 100 square meter. And the last one, I prefer the building which is not very tall. It's maximum is 20 layer is the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the future, can you describe to me an accommodation that you want to live in?
I really want to have a house. I'm living in a flat now, but in the future I want to have a house. It's not too big, but at least 100 square meter. But for the house, I can have my own space, not using the common space with the other residents. I have my own space to make a garden and to make everything inside my area.
Okay.
Yes.
Good one. Now, let's talk about museums.
Museum.
Okay. Are there many museums in your hometown?
In my hometown in Ho Chi Minh City, I know only 2 museums. One is the War Museum and one is the Arts Museum.
Okay.
I never been in the War Museum before because it gave me a very heavy feeling about everything happened in the war. Many people die and there are a lot of impact on the people now and the future. And for the Arts Museum, I've been there once with I was obliged to go there because some of my friends from a foreigner come to Saigon and they asked me to take them to the museum, but the museum in Vietnam is not very fascinated.
Okay. Okay. Do you think museums are useful for visitors?
Yes, but depend on the country. I was in a museum in Singapore before. It was very, very interesting. It has a lot of things inside the museum would contribute a lot to the leisure and also the education of the children as well. A lot of people, foreign tourists come to Vietnam and they want to go to the museum, but actually, to be honest, there are not many things to see.
Okay. Now, do you think it's suitable for museums to sell things?
I don't think so. To my experience, I never buy anything when I went to the museum. It's the thing they sell in the museum, you can find them outside in the market or in the shop very easy and cheaper. In the museum, they mark up price to double or triple, and customer and tourists suffer from paying too much money on not a very useful thing.
Okay, one last time.
Yeah.
Can you vividly remember the last time that you visited a museum?
Actually, I remember that because it's not interesting at all, and I have to go there because my friend want to go there.
Okay.
So it actually not a very good one for me. I just go around and look little by little, read a little bit about the information of thing, and it had not many things to read, and the museum has not enough thing to show to the visitor. It say that art museum, but I cannot find anything art in that museum.
Okay, that I understand. Now, on the second part of this test, I'm going to give you your cue card. You're given 1 minute to prepare for it. We will give signal when the time is over. After 1 minute, I'm going to give you 1 to 2 minutes to discuss whatever you have prepared. Here is your cue card now. You can write here or here. It's up to you. Your 1 minute starts now. Time's up and down.
Yes.
Okay. I'll give you 1 to 2 minutes to discuss. You may now begin.
Yes. My most important decision that I made was 7-8 years ago. It's very embarrassing to admit, but I decided to go to Singapore to study. But the one who made me to make that decision is my boyfriend, and I just follow him. And to study is just an excuse, just an excuse to go there. And after going to Singapore for 3 or 4 months later, we broke up. And I have to continue to study within 1 year and a half. And after the breakup, I was so sorrow and I suffer from that for a long time. But I begin to get up and stand up and study, and then make friends and make my life alive again. It is very important to me because for me to learn that everybody can make mistake, and I can learn from that mistake. And it's a very suffering experience, but we cannot know of something can happen to our life. And if I can go back to my past, I still decided to do what I did before, because I learned a lot of things, and that is a very good chance for me to study in Singapore.
How long did it take you to recover from that situation?
4 months, I think.
Okay. In your case, or in your opinion, what do you think are the most important decisions that people make in their lives?
To my opinion, the most important thing people make in their life is choosing their career, because that is the most important thing that can help them to live with and to help them to make money. And if they don't have any passion on what they do, they will suffer. But if they have passion on what they choose to do for their whole life for living, and they enjoy their passion, their hobby, and then they can make money from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that parents should make important decisions for their children?
No. My parents did make that decision for me, and that is totally wrong. I wish I can do again to make my own decision on choosing my career. Yes.
Is it better to make important life decision on your own, or is it good to consult others?
This is very tough and sensitive decision. When you want to make a very important decision in your life, especially when you are young, 18 years old, you know nothing about the life, about the future, about what you want to do. And in my country, the career orientation is not very good for young students. So it's better to understand more about the future and more about yourself, more about your ability, and consult from your friend and family and school. And if you have a chance, I think it's better to take some years off, yes, before making the decision.
Okay. That will be all for today. Thank you so much for answering all my questions.
Thank you.